Segundo, in a Chicago airport lobby. Coby Karl put the phone on speaker, and Andre Ingram leaned in to listen. The gray hairs that grace the oldest player on the South Bay Lakers sometimes make Ingram look even older than he actually is. But a flush of youth came to his face when SBL general manager Nick Mazzella told him the Lakers would sign him to a 10-day contract later that day. As his grin spread, teammates mobbed around him and cheered, in a video released by the team. Andre Ingram is back in the NBA. Watch the exact moment he found out he was returning to the Lakers. And while the news certainly seemed to mean a lot to the 33-year-old, it might even mean more to a Lakers 30-36 team that is short on both bodies and inspiration. Ingram was to meet the Lakers in Chicago on Monday evening, and coach Luke Walton said he was pleased to see the well-traveled veteran get another NBA shot. "We always talk about the type of players we want in here, right? The culture we're trying to build in the way that we work," he said. "I say all the time I love the way our guys work, no matter if it's a win or a loss, the way we're competing in practice on off days. So, someone like Ingram, that we trust that's going to bring that level of professionalism, is something that we need." The past few weeks have been fraught for the Lakers, who have lost 5 straight games and essentially drummed themselves out of the playoffs. The news has been worse off the court, where Brandon Ingram, deep vein thrombosis, and Lonzo Ball, ankle sprain, are likely out for the rest of the season, and Kyle Kuzma, Lance Stevenson and Tyson Chandler have missed games with injuries. Enter Ingram, who became an overnight sensation last year as a then 32-year-old rookie, scoring 19 points on 6 for 8 shooting in his debut against the Houston Rockets. Overnight, Ingram's story was one of the most talked about NBA storylines at the end of another tough season for the franchise, and there was some discussion at one point that his story might be made into a film. For the most part, this season has been a return to earth for Ingram, who averaged 8.6 points and 2.7 rebounds in 35 games in the G League this season. His long-distance percentage has dropped to just above 35% from three-point range this season, but Walton said he expects Ingram to help stretch the floor for the shooting-starved Lakers. "I loved his attitude," Walton said. "He doesn't complain. He works hard no matter what. You talk to the G League coaches, whenever they need him, he's ready to play. And for us, when we played them in the short games, he spaced the floor for us. He knocked down shots." Kuzma could return versus Bulls. The Lakers are hopeful that Kyle Kuzma will be back in the starting lineup Tuesday against the Chicago Bulls after missing the last 2 games with a right ankle sprain. Kuzma, 18.8 ppg, 5.6 rpg, was a full participant in practice on Monday morning before the Lakers flew to Chicago. He participated in only parts of practice last Friday before missing a start against the Celtics. The Lakers hope that Kuzma can pack some scoring punch as the team is scaling back minutes for LeBron James in the final 16 games of the year. "He went through practice today, so he looked better," Walton said. "We'll see how he feels after this long flight, how he feels tomorrow. But he was a full participant in practice today."